much, students. It's so wonderful to see you on this Friday when it's so beautiful out and amazing weather and sunshine. I'm so happy to be here today. So today this is the end of celebrating our Mental Health Awareness Week. It's been just such an honor to be able to participate in that this week with so many different classes. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about, I typically do yoga poses with you all, which I am going to do a little bit of, but what I'm going to start with today is actually another thing that helps, another coping strategy I like to call it, that helps with stress and calming ourselves down. It's not when we think about a whole lot, but it's having a sense of humor. And children, you all, are actually really excellent at having that sort of readily at your fingertips, because children are just naturally more prone to having just a great sense of humor, which I really miss seeing that every day. But I am getting to see that still in all the Google Hangouts and whatnot. So building on that, one of these things that we can do to promote even more humor in our lives and to laugh, which is so important, even more so right now, is I'm just going to give you some tips that I've been using or have just sort of been reviewing and reflecting on. So one of them is called setting our brains to a mental channel for humor. And so what this means is maybe surrounding yourself wherever you are right now in our homes a lot with different images that make us smile or feel joyful. So an example of this for me is right now, you can't see it, but in front of me, I have a picture of my baby daughter. And so I look at that a lot, and that just sort of brings a smile to my face right away. And she's usually she's making a funny face and in the picture, and it just automatically makes me feel lighter. Another thing I have that I often look at in many of the rooms in the rooms that I'm in that makes me feel more joyful is pictures of the ocean. I find that super calming. That's something that just works for me. So that's another thing for me. Also sea glass. I don't know if you guys have ever seen sea glass. Next time I should I'll bring a picture of it, or I have some and I'll bring it on camera. There's just something about the colors that make me feel so relaxed. So that's setting our brains for a mindset of feeling joyful. Not exactly humorous for that one, but anyway. Another one that I want to actually start doing more is creating a smile scrapbook, which I thought was an interesting idea. So basically, for you or for anyone, some examples of this is maybe you have a book of cartoons that you really like. So you cut out some of those pictures of the cartoons, and you maybe put it in you can make just a makeshift book that you staple together. You put the pictures of the cartoons. Maybe you have some letters or cards from birthdays, right, that you saved from loved ones or friends. So maybe you want to put that in your scrapbook. And that's a really nice reminder of, oh wow, that person wrote such a nice note to me and made me feel really special. Another thing could be, pictures are great reminders of this, right? So pictures of you and your family doing some activity that you really like, or something with your friends. I think I look at my phone all the time to see photos of different things my family and I are doing together, or friends, and that just brings joy to my face. Another thing is, and I think we've talked, or other people probably talked about this, teachers and whatnot, but something called a gratitude journal. So that's just writing down every day things that you feel super grateful for. And it can be really simple things. Maybe it's, oh, I ate a pancake that I really liked for breakfast this morning. Miss Casilli loves her pancakes, so that might be something she writes down. So that is another idea. Lastly, the one other idea I'm going to give you guys before we do a couple yoga poses is something, well, you probably have heard the word vision board, or I like to call it, there's another word for it, treasure mapping. So that's basically like, you can literally make yourself maybe a paper or a cardboard cutout where you basically put up pictures or ideas or images you can cut out from magazines of things you want for yourself for the future, and who you want to be or where you want to go. It can be about maybe where you want to travel one day, or who you want to meet. So that's a nice way to think about positive things that put your brain and your mind in a nice space. And it's really important because the more you have that vision board, those things are more likely to come true. So those are just some ideas. And we have a few minutes to do some yoga poses. We're not gonna, go crazy with the yoga poses today, okay? So let's start. We're gonna start with our usual, coming onto our feet. And we're gonna rise our arms up to the sky, getting a nice stretch. And then putting our hands back down to the earth. And then we're gonna come down to our cat-cow pose with our head up. And then stretching our back. Nice. And now we can come down to our child's pose. And we're going to stretch to the left more. Okay, now let's come back to the middle. Come back to the right. Great. Oh, sorry, that's my cat-cow. She reminds me of what to do. Okay, now we're going to stand up. And let's put our left foot on our leg for our tree pose. And we're gonna grow our branches up to the sky. Great. Come back down, we'll do the other side. So our right leg. And grow our branches up to the sky. And you can even, oh gosh, Miss Casilli almost lost her balance there. Woo! Okay, we're gonna come to the side here. A little stretch, which is nice. All right, great. All right. Now, let's come back, sitting pose, crisscross applesauce. And we'll do our 5 breaths together. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Great. So I hope you all have a really wonderful long weekend here. It's going to be really nice. You might hear my daughter laughing in the background. She's already trying to get you ready for that humor mindset. Oh, see, there she goes again. Okay. All right. So with that, I'm going to say have a wonderful weekend and sending lots of shine to you. All the best.